Well, I
Hello,
think it's
Loz,
just
by the
gone
way.
live.
Oh, what's that weird dragon thing?
We were talking about Metroid, and I was saying that I wish they had designed the game with because it was
Ridley.
supposed to the Emmy, and I don't know if you played it, but like the robots in it were meant to sort of replicate the kind of like stalking terror of the SAX from Metroid Fusion. It annoys me that the zone they had like specific zones that they would patrol, and it was very easy to avoid them once you kind of understood how they worked.
I think
And
it was.
Is that
I was like,
is that
I
Metroid
want,
Dread you're talking about?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, Drew lent
And,
it to me.
and I was
Afterwards.
like, I want this, but like the entire game, so that it's just one ME that's like constant. You can't kill it; it just comes back and comes back and comes back, and you can hide. You can only hide from it, and it gets stronger and stronger throughout the game, and eventually you have it as like final boss or whatever.
I wouldn't mind if it was a difficulty setting. So the start lower difficulties you'd have like there in Metroid Dread, and then on the higher difficulties you basically remove the doors and they just keep
Yeah.
coming for you.
Um,
Let people learn, and then.
but the point was that like there was no Ridley fight in Metro Dread, which was really sad because there should always be a Ridley fight. And I know he's died like 3 times by this point, but this would have been a really cool way to be like, oh, he adapts to be the Emmy adapts to be like the perfect killer to get you, and eventually it ends up turning into
Wait,
Ridley.
how many
effectively.
canonical Ridley fights are there?
There's usually one. Like I think each Prime game has one.
Yeah, but Prime isn't canon.
No, it is.
I'm pretty sure it isn't.
It is. They
go
did
back?
change it so that like he basically regenerates. He's supposed to be incredibly difficult to kill.
Right.
And then when he finally does die, he gets his. They have a clone of him, who is the one in I want to say Other M. And it grows up, and then that one dies, and they freeze the body, and then it gets consumed by an X parasite. So then the X can turn into him,
Right.
and then you kill that version. So in theory, because the X can like communicate with each other, Ridley's immortal now. He can keep coming back, but they didn't use him for some reason, which is a bit sad. I did like seeing the X again though. That was really cool. Like Fusion is my favorite game. So. I need to get your chat up.
Mary the Trick and X. Hi, Jack.
Hello. Apps I can kill. I don't know. It was good games, good games. I do love Beast and Metroid. I feel like Nintendo kind of ignores it a lot of the time, but they're getting a bit better with that these days.
Well, we didn't have a fucking Metroid game for God knows how long.
Yeah, between Corruption. No, it would have been the 3DS one. Would have been the most recent before Dread.
That was
Perhaps
painful.
Returns.
Oh no, yeah, no. So there was a Metroid Prime on the DS, and that was painful as hell. It was like, how do hand?
No. That was way before. You're thinking of Hunters.
Yeah, how do hand?
Hunters was a weird one. I have really good memories of that though, because I used to when I was a kid. I remember being at school with it would have been 14, 15, and like we had like this. Originally, it was like a Warhammer club, and I didn't play Warhammer, but I sort of like went along because some of my friends wanted to like do it, and then it sort of we inherited it when some of the older kids like left, and it sort of became like just playing video games and stuff like PSP, DS sort of thing, and we used to go in that place after school on like a Friday and play Metroid Prime Hunters with one of them, playing their multiplayer in that. It was really fucking goofy. Yes, the controls are bad if you don't have like a second analog stick.
Or
I think it was
like
like an
a
add-on.
hand that can fucking contort to hell and back.
Well, so the you had to use the stylus to shoot, basically, to like aim to shoot. It was a very bizarre choice, but I didn't like it
criminal.
to be honest, but
It
it was a fun game. It was a fun game.
Where's Loz at?
No Leap of Faith.
No, because it's fucking shitty wind shit. Fucking.
Oh,
The
slice
next one's Leap of
right.
Faith.
Is the next one Leap of Faith?
This one is Leap of Faith.
Oh, we're doing that. Damn, done
Doing
a
that sale.
Huh?
Wait for 16 minutes.
Haven't managed to do a Leap of Faith in God knows how many freaking forevers. So many.
I'm trying to think what we actually did last. You had to
We
go to
murdered
you went
Valkyrie.
back to the Crystarium, right? Yeah. No, I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
think like.
Oh,
Emmett made off with Graha.
We farted
Killed the last
really
white wolf.
loudly.
Yep.
The cat is
we
literally out of the
failed.
bag.
We went back to our accommodation.
Apparently,
Plot
Reem
MacGuffin.
has tried to fix us, but can't.
Plot MacGuffin was like, "Yo," and then we kind of stopped there.
Apparently, we're gonna die soon.
Yeah, you are going to die soon, and
We're
it's
gonna
all
let it
been a ruse that there's more game after this.
We're gonna let it rip.
Yep, that's the.
We got Beyblades.
It's like the second dream. That's the fancy secret is that the game
God.
actually ends here, or the expansion has passed this point.
Can't get away
I
from
just,
it, can we?
You know,
We were just
conspiracy.
talking about Warframe.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We're chained to it.
Of course
the
we
three
are.
of us. We are on horrible Evangelion crosses.
And Naz too. Sadly,
Yeah.
Naz doesn't be here today.
We can call him. Just bug him until he accepts.
I wish I cared
No,
about
no,
it more.
no.
I really do. I
That's-
wish I
yeah,
could like
exactly
engage
same.
with it.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I do because I feel like it would like at least in terms of like content and stuff. I feel like I stalled out a lot in terms of like what I've done since because I've just been like, you do a bit and you get no fucking traction with it.
And then you go home, and you play Final Fantasy 14. You have fun.
Yeah, I'd love to be a FF14 creator. They seem to have a world of fun, and their game actually consistently seems to be pretty good.
I haven't made anything since Warframe, and creatively, and
Yeah.
that really puts me sad. Nothing else has been as inspiring.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? Like, I think also, I found, I did this. When did my last Warframe video, like proper Warframe video, probably would have been like 2017, 2018, maybe a bit later. And I couldn't do other games lore, not even from a perspective of like I'm gonna make a video about this. I just got really switched off. It's why I didn't get invested in like the FF lore straight away. Like I didn't care until like basically where you guys are now. Like I was just sort of like, oh, whatever, okay. I liked some of the characters, but I wasn't really invested in the actual story of the game. It wasn't until I hit that point that I sort of like lit that fire again. Which is crazy. Like it's amazing what that can do to be just like absolutely suck the fun out of because I love fucking like lore stories in video games. It's probably my favorite part of them.
Yep.
I need a narrative. I need to latch on.
For all due cynicism, he does agree with that point.
Yeah, 100%.
Can you give me a legit stream as well, by the way?
Oh yeah, shit. I don't even fucking.
So it's fine. We're not doing anything at the moment, but I was tempted to resub.
Soon.
Well, it would just be for joining you through some things. But... Let's see how broke I am. Maybe not. Maybe next week.
No, but I like the idea you're saying is if we can get up to the end by the next expansion, and then we could all do it together. It'd be a really good idea.
Yeah, I think realistically, at the pace we're going, we can probably do it. Because if you think like what we do, it's taking about 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
So 4 or 5 months for Endwalker, and then probably 4 or 5 months for Dawn Trail, and then we're there, basically ready for the next expansion, which I imagine will come out next year, about halfway through. So it all worked out in the end.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been a bit sort of like with the Magic stuff coming out for Magic the Gathering stuff coming out for Final Fantasy. I've been sort of like a little melancholy about it because it's not really particularly easy to get hold of the cards, and it's kind of a big fucking nail in the coffin of a hobby I really enjoy.
Nail in
Jesus
the coffin?
Christ, it's turning into like Scalper Central as a result. The pricing for the Final Fantasy stuff relative to like old stuff is insane, and it's also like something goes on sale, it's out of stock like instantly. It sucks.
What the literal hell?
Hmm?
I just googled it, and I'm looking.
Don't look too hard because you might find spoiler cards, but like
no.
Yeah, the pricing is.
I'm looking at Zavi, £175 for a box.
That's the booster.
It doesn't sound too bad.
It's 30 packs, so they already downscaled the amount.
30?
Yes,
yes. They used to do 36, and then they were like, "Well, and then they changed the booster size. So I can't remember exactly because originally there was draft boosters and play boosters. Well, no, it's not collector boosters either. What the fuck was it called? There was 3 types of boosters. Collector boosters had special cards. They were generally like 30 quid a pop, so it was really expensive. But you got like valuable cards out of it.
Yeah.
There was draft boosters, which were like meant to be collected and drafted together.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember. There was another one. Not play boosters, but it was something else. They're called play boosters now because they basically crunched play and drafted together. So that was an excuse to make the packs more expensive. And then they reduced the number of packs that went into the fucking thing anyway, so it didn't even matter.
So if you were to go to like a shop and just buy a pack, how much would it cost?
4 or 5 quid, I think, for like normal packs. I don't know about the Final Fantasy ones. I reckon are gonna go for a lot more.
Hi, Carbon.
Yeah.
But that's how everything is these days. If it can be scalped online, it will be scalped online.
Yeah. So the solution, Sale, here's the solution. What you should do is put up on eBay that you're selling a picture of the booster box.
Oh yeah, what was it? What did somebody do? Oh, it was a PS5, wasn't it? Yeah.
PS5, yeah.
Yeah. Genius. And technically legal. Oh god.
Jax is 650 currently.
Yeah. The bundle, which is what I would get, is 65 quid on Magic Madhouse, which is 9 play boosters and a dice, and then probably a bunch of lands.
Wait, sorry, what was the price?
65 quid for 9 play boosters.
Jeez.
Which is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
What's the composition of a pack these days? Is it still just one rare?
No, it tends to be. Oh god, I have to look it up.
0 to 1.
50% chance of a rare.
No. It is in theory more.
Wait, it's not guaranteed.
You do always get a rare. Yes, there is more chance of getting rares basically. So like the first one's guaranteed, and then there's like. Yeah, play boosters are 14-card booster packs that contain 8 slots or card options. 6 cards are common cards. One is a common that has a 12.5% chance to be replaced with a card from the list, which is a sort of evergreen thing they put cards in. 3 cards are uncommons. 1 card is rare or mythic rare, and 2 cards are wild cards that can be of any rarity, and 1 card is a basic land. In addition, play boosters can also include 1 non-playable card with a chance to be an art card. Each of the 14 playable cards can be drafted, meaning the list and special guests from the. It's in theory you go from 1 to potentially 3 rares, but it's not guaranteed. I've had some fucking banger packs sometimes, but it's gambling effectively. There are so many things I want to do in the new Magic stuff with Final Fantasy, but like I genuinely can't justify the amount of money it's going to cost. I'm almost thinking of just getting 1 card, just waiting until the singles are available, and just being like, I'm going to buy this one, and that's the deck I'm going to make. And I'll just not use any of the other cards.
I wouldn't blame you.
The last thing is that, so first the scalping price is huge before it comes out. Then there'll be eventually everyone comes out, everyone rushes to buy. Give it a few months, the next thing's been announced, novelty wears off, prices dip. Then you catch it, and then
that's assuming there's any left, Loz.
Like, no, because it's a secondary market. No,
they don't reprint though, I guess. Oh,
no, I mean eBay.
Yeah.
I mean eBay for buying singles. Then people start. Oh, okay, the next thing's coming up, and all the scalpers need to clear their stock for the next thing, so they slow it down. And then I'm not saying it's cheap, but none of these things are, and this is what it's designed to be. So you'll pay, but you won't pay the stupid price. It'll be just gouging, not heart gouging.
Yeah, and then it's sort of, comes into the popularity of the character and like the value of the card itself, like as a playable card.
Yeah.
The ones I'm interested in are Lightning and Graha. And they're both probably going to be reasonably pricey because they're popular and also not bad cards.
Has the full list been announced yet?
Not the full list, but stuff's been trickling out. I'll link you where I'm going to look at my spoilers.
Have they announced the full list of Final Fantasy games that will be included?
It's
All of them?
like I said. It's new. There's an Ishgard card. They've done like lands. It's really cool. There it is. This is, broadly speaking, the stuff that's been leaked. There's probably some bits that are missing.
Yeah, I mean, to collect this whole set is just...
So my friend is a massive Final Fantasy fan and has basically gone crazy on buying a bunch of packs, collector boosters. I think they might have bought a collector booster box, which is probably an extortionate amount of money. There is logic to it for resale, but like he doesn't want to resell, so it's just basically burning money.
Just burning. But if that's the thing, and like if you really wanted to, and you'd collect the entire thing and be like, "Yep, this is the thing I've always wanted, and I have it, and it completes that," then yeah, that's fine. That's
yeah.
I think there was one. I think there was a short where I saw someone spend something like $3,000 or $30,000. It was a ludicrous number on Pokemon. No. It was he spent 15,000 on Pokemon cards for a chance to get one card that was worth 150,000, right? And he didn't get it at all, and it was just like,
oh, was he going for unopened boosters or something? Is he?
Yeah. So it was just.
Oh, is this like old cards?
I don't know if I don't know if it was old cards or something like that. All like I know is
like misprinted Charizard from like the original set where it's worth a fuck ton. There's serialized. They do serialized cards in Magic, where there's obviously like a limited number. It's only available in like collector boosters. So the Lord of the Rings one, the One Ring would have been that one of those serialized. There was like that. There was one ring, and there was what was it? 3 ring. There's a card called Soul Ring, which is a massive staple, and they basically did 3 variants of it. Sorry. One of it was it was 300 of the Elven rings.
Right.
700 of the Dwarven rings and 900 of them like human rings.
Right.
Which I thought was a neat thing, but that's a lot of it for a serialized series.
Yeah.
In this one, there is only one serialized card, and it is the Traveling Chocobo, and it's gold, and it is it's XX of 77.
I don't know what that means.
Basically, there are 77 copies of this card that exist in the world.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, so that's going to be worth a lot of money.
Well, number 7, probably.
Yeah, if you get 7 of 77, I reckon that one's going to go for a lot. 7 or 1.
Yeah. 77 would also probably go for a lot.
Still, they'll be valuable either way. But
yeah.
The likelihood of you getting one card out of 77 in the entire world is not high.
That's bonkers.
So I'm curious. So have all the boxes already been scalped, or?
No, you can probably sniff some out somewhere, but they're generally speaking they're expensive as fuck as well. So it's like.
I always find it interesting, like comparisons between. Oh god, what was the recent Pokemon one? Was it like Prisma something or another? And in Japan, there's like a nice queue of people, and they're going into the store like one at a time. They're buying their one box, and then they're leaving. And then you have America, who like everyone's just charging in, getting trampled, like stealing each other's shit. And then you go to Australia, and again, like there's not a whole lot of interest in it, and You know, there's loads of stock and people are just buying them as they need them, just being nice and polite. America destroying stores and like what the like I've seen some shorts where people apparently have been breaking the packaging, not breaking the opening the cards or anything, just damaging the packaging so that they can take it to the counter and say like, oh, this is damaged, can I get this for a discounted price? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Go get your bag.
Ew. Yeah, true. I wonder how much that's worth though, Jack, because I feel like that isn't nearly as like evergreen, you know, because like we're already on Age of Sigmar 2 at this point.
Wait, what was Jack talking about?
So, what version was it? Was it number 1? Basically, they did a limited edition. Like each of the codexes, when you do the collector's edition, they have a number. They're like,
So he's talking about
serialized.
Games Workshop products, by the way.
yeah. So he got, I believe, the 001 Stormcast Eternals one, or 002. I think they might keep the 001.
Sure.
And he was like, oh no, it's how much it's worth. But number 1 of 500. Sorry. Yeah. Oh,
It's
he
the
got
thing
one.
is,
Okay.
to the right person who loves that army and is a real collector, it's worth a lot. To most people who play the game, worth nothing because they don't want the rules, they're not a collector, you know. So you got to fight the right person. It's the same thing with most collectors.
For example, which one? Where's my one here? I have this piddly little fucking album book, basically, the Deathwatch 9th Codex, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And I got the collector's edition, and I think where is it? Where's the
Oh, wrong way.
I got was it this one, or was it two of 500 or whatever? Mine's pretty high as well. I don't remember where it is though. These ones aren't serialized. I'm thinking of something else I have. Gold knows.
Full offloads?
Just, yeah.
Oh. Full loss.
Go for the silvers.
I don't know where mine is then. Maybe it had like a sleeve or something. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Oh no, actually, hang on. Right. Sale ratio.
Nice.
You just see me.
Do you go for... No, I got a stream on. Do you go for the gold first?
Yeah?
Mad lad.
Yeah?
He's crazy.
Crazy like a fox.
Crazy like a fox.
Missing a silver still. So one up on the tree.
Top of the tree.
No,
Found it?
no, it fell down the tree.
But did you find it?
No.
Have you tried not falling off the tree and finding it?
I will try that now.
Did you get the one that when you fell off the first time?
Yeah, I got it. I just fell off. It was that one that was after you do the jump up. There was one like in the middle of. You'd have to jump to it and then jump down, if that makes sense.
Jesus.
Oh, there! I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I've just looked up how much one collector booster is.
Yeah.
42 quid.
Fuck off.
So what's the collector
insane.
booster got?
Collector booster is at 15 cards, and they are, I believe, mostly. I think almost all of it is like uncommon or above. And they're like, you can get crazy weird prints of it, like full art prints and things. Generally speaking, so far, my experience with it is worth it. I did technically make 50 quid off of one. Not that I've sold that card yet.
I made 50 quid. Well, if I sold.
Yeah, the value of the card I got was worth the pack, but by double basically. But I don't know. I'm not sure if you can't sell it. Then it's more I just haven't tried because I was gonna wait and see how much it went up to.
Oh,
You get it? No. Fell off, didn't you?
Yep. That's why I go to the exit first.
Yeah, but then the pressure's on. And then, like, I will get the gold, because if I don't get the gold, I'll have to run... Huh?
But I got 3 minutes 22 seconds, and I've still got to get the golds. Of course, I've got the pressure.
You've only got 3 minutes and 12 seconds now.
Oh no!
And only 3 minutes and 8 seconds now.
Oh my god!
Weirdo.
This pressure just seems to keep mounting.
Yep.
They're intense. That's actually wild how much that is. It's crazy.
Oh, sorry, you said 40 something blah blah. Was that the RRP or is that scalping?
That's RP, I think. That's for Magic Madhouse.
Surely it must be RRP because these aren't already out. These aren't even out yet, sort of thing.
Yeah, they took away they took away a recommended retail price at some point, and then they put it back. So I think this is entirely Wizards' fault. Pricing the initial pricing is being this high is crazy. So the collector booster box, which I think is 12, 15 card collector boosters is £500.
Wow.
Which is insane.
Yeah, I mean, if they were back to, prices, I'm not saying obviously prices got up with inflation, whatever, but I meant back in the day, Magic cards, you could, that a new pack came out, you buy a box, you get into it. You'd be like, yeah, I'm going to buy myself a box. Or you'd go halves with a friend or something and you'd split and, I want all the reds and blacks, I want all the blues and whites, kind of thing like that. It was a fun thing. But like everything that the our age group liked as kids or enjoyed or took as our pastime has just become so... Oh, I'm not going to make this.
Commercialized, yeah.
Yeah.
Believe in you, Lars, you can do it.
I don't.
Fun is always monetizable, don't you forget. Yeah, it's very depressing.
Oh, hi, Theme.
Hello.
Switch to YouTube. Twitch was not working for me. I did... Yeah, I see your message. I didn't actually... I remember the line from the Hindu scripture... I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty and impress him, takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another. Did you get it?
Got it, it's over.
Hell no.
Oh, disappointing, Loz.
Fell down the tree like 3 times. Right, let's go die.
Let's go do plot.
Let's go die.
Let's go die.
Like, what have you been doing this whole time while you've been like recovering in the in your suite in the Crystarium, and all you can hear in your head is It's fine, we'll just eject you into the void and let you fart all the light out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gotta let it rip. Gotta let it rip.
Open a small portal and you can fart it all out.
Wait.
Pendants.
No, it's just like, why do I have a quest to hand in there? It's because I accidentally did it while we were busy.
Oh god, yeah,
Fucking
I've just realised we need to do. We're gonna hit that wall at some point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I was going to do it.
Let's do it this weekend, Loz.
I think we're going to hit it today.
See how
so-
fast we hit the wall.
Let's do it
Also,
today,
we have
Loz.
to do it independently, is the thing.
Look, I'm trying to be enthusiastic here, right? Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Okay, everybody, brace yourselves for the first NPC of the day.
Oh, miss! You're awake! I regret nothing. You were injured during your foray on Mount Glug, yes? I was here at my station as always when they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor and find out this weird white stuff. It was like light coming out of your bowel. It was weird. And to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen, it has everyone rather concerned, to say the least. It's weird how you're fighting out this white stuff and then the sky's got all, oh, yeah, okay. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Don't worry about the white farts. Braggy was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. I can't remember who Braggy is, but he's that one!
It was like the bartender, and it's just made me suddenly remember there was a NPC talking to that person who I got you guys laughing so hard, and I can't fucking remember the voice. It's gonna really piss me off if I don't do it now. Braggy's like he's like the bartender guy.
No, he's over this way.
Oh no, maybe not.
He's standing in the middle of a room.
Is he the...
You know, where are you going?
This way.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the
Wrong one.
your thingy quest. Yeah, my bad. Okay, I was saying something else.
Yeah, it's that guy. They're like, I'm that guy. I'm one of the many.
You gave him lion voice.
Braggy was, yeah, Drew's a little gruff, ruffian.
It's all of them.
Drew's
It's all of them. It's all of
a
them. It's
little
fine.
gruff, ruffian chap.
I don't know. You fucking wrote that.
Oh, that's what
Well, look who's back from the dead. Aye, it was grim sight. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle so, and the weird white stuff coming out your butt, oh, so weird. And you, my friend, who I've spoken to all of once, I feared you had one foot in the grave. Cold and lifeless you were, like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked white, what is this? So, what is this world coming to? What? But moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's times like this that we Crystarium folk stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with Ilmor is back on the table, just like the meat. Just like the is it Mjol?
Meals back on the menu, boys.
Yeah, Mjol's back on the menu, boys. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem to fit to throw at us next. Maybe a weird fine. Speaking of misery, Chazamel was worried sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see. Let me tell you.
Who's this healer person?
Zale, and it says
what's the note?
Zale's old granny / crone with a gummy mouth and a tad northern.
All right. Hello. Can I offer you a chocolate hobnob, dear?
Or the Werther's original?
Maybe where did the original come sit on Grandma's knee?
Oh, God.
I've actually got no medical training. I've just been feeding people sweets and giving them tea and hoping everything goes right. Oh, sweetie, you're alive. No one's been allowed to see you. Even Spajaric Carurgens were forbidden from making visits. Reed was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to Eater corruption, so I suppose there was little any of us could have done for you in any case. Nothing but a word of the original, that'll put you right. Now for your cup of tea, love. As you're your companions, they'll be rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition. I worry to see their faces grown even more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. I shall let them know you're awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they'll collapse of exhaustion. Should do a line of coke like I do in the morning.
Oh, my God.
And our own Moran has been a little better, I'm afraid. He hasn't left the cabinet, too. Don't know why he's in there. Can't get him out. Too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome or another. Alright, ta-da!
Okay. Where the
This is a check-in with the NPCs quest.
Yeah, clearly. I've also lost Loz, seemingly. I assume he's at the last one.
Not the last one, but yeah. There are 4 NPCs. Probably the library, right? Yeah. The Cabinet of Curiosity. Who was Moran? I feel like that was you two.
I don't know.
We shall never know.
We'll never know unless Loz tells us.
Do you not? Are you seriously? You can't remember this guy? I can't remember how I did it originally. I really liked how I did it the first time, and I just can't remember. But I remember it hurt.
Okay. So it's Loz then.
Stuff.
Confound it, this has the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Serena! It is truly you, and not some figment of my imagination. Oh, but this is wonderful. 'Twould seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise helpless, I have been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain this most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the Light Wardens defeated, and the light returned to obscure the sky, I must have poured over 100 tomes, but no definite conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch, and thus do I feel his absence all the more keenly. Now that you are awake, however, I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Caitlus, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparations for battle. Though against what foe we are as yet uncertain, why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief.
I think Catalyst was me, right?
No idea.
What's
She's like the crafter lady upstairs. Right? Maybe not.
how did we spell that?
Yes.
Catalyst. Katliss.
Cat is it Catless or Catless?
Katliss, maybe? No,
Catless. Don't have it.
Oh. If it's like
It must have been, no.
if it's the tall Eldor, what am I saying? Elizon woman, then I think it's me. I just can't remember what the voice was. It'd probably be clustered to get. Oh, actually, no. You do it by who's playing it, don't you?
Yeah, no, but I go to if it was you.
Yeah, this was me. I don't remember.
See, I've got like Chestermouth. Oh, oh, I spelled it wrong. Catless. I've just got Northern. I put
Northern.
Catless,
All right.
not
Oh yeah.
Catless.
Okay. No, I know. I should. Hey up. You're right. Jirena, alive and well, I see. You gave us all a proper fright. You know that. Not days gone by. I haven't heard folk worrying about what's come of you. Oh, the Exarch. Anyways, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? I was hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day. And the Exarch would still be here. Love that guy, he's lovely. What a treat. As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear we're trying to improve. Aye, well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we'd need to experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure we have that kind of time.
Look,
It is. So I'm clicking ahead to. Yeah, stop waving and say a name. Who is it?
I can look it up on the thing.
Oh God, it's Robert Gilnard. Gilnard.
Gilnard? Maybe this is the guy.
Find Glyn.
Oh, Glynard, yeah.
Well, it's what? Oh dear, it's under me. But I can tell you, I must have accidentally clicked off because this is what it says for his voice.
Oh, for Howard Hodge. I mean, I think it's pretty clear. Just. It doesn't
well,
matter.
my servers are distraught enough as it is. I didn't want to crack the whip too hard.
Is it possible
But
that
never
was supposed to say
mind.
posh?
No. That looks like I wrote something down and then started moving and then got to undo it. Oh, sorry. I'm speaking. Sorry, I'm ahead.
He's reading his own dial.
I'm reading on my screen. Sorry, on yours.
Greeting, Glynard. Master of the Stairs is running his own errands now, is he?
So he's fucking just talk. Well, my servers are distraught enough as it is. I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I'm thinking our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours.
And by genius, you mean old Grenault? He is a man of unrivaled gifts, I won't argue with you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen or hide nor hair of Grenault since he wandered off some years ago. Alien roasting you in the chat, you know.
So ban him. Okay.
You know what he's like once he latches onto an idea. He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. Wouldn't even know where to start looking. Oh, he's over there.
So no, he turns up. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many a tale I've heard told strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit.
We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter Grenault, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk for when you're fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing, eh?
Before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over in the first place.
Did you actually ban him?
No. I put him on timeout.
Oh no, he deleted the messages. I was like, oh my god, he's gone mad with power.
Well, he said, no balls. I wouldn't do it. I'm like, yeah. Sorry, Loss.
Bet. He read this one, I think.
Oh, he did.
I don't suggest partaking of my stock until you're properly well. But if you're passing near the stairs, then I've a regular who's eager to see you.
I think it's hinting. Go do the quests.
Oh, God. You're bloody... I'd best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we have to follow suit now, does it?
Wait, did I nod?
Here.
No.
We can't forget the heart upon which this city was founded, or the Exarch might not have much of a home to return to. Yeah, bye, gum. It's like a half nod. Like a head went
Doesn't
down
count.
when it didn't come up.
But I just need to...
Yay!
Level up.
Level 81.
Quickly open this.
Yeah, realistically, if we do have to do that quest, it's not really going to matter because you aren't that far from the end. I'm more concerned about laws.
Laws.
Well, how many have you done?
I don't know, but you know me, I can blitz them.
Yeah, it's only like 5 or 6 quests. We did most of it.
Maybe
Oh,
we
like-
could do more Leap of Faith without...
Jesus Christ. Do the fashion stream.
Lol.
Joreda, are you alright? Think a return to your sickbed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. This damnable sky doesn't make for the most smooth, soothing scenery. But the Exarch often liked to stand there and feel the wind upon his face. Feel the wind in your hair! Yeah, what else?
Right.
It's feel the rain on your skin, isn't it?
Mm.
Feel the rain on your skin. What is that? It's from an ad. I think
It's a song.
It is a song. But I only know it from an ad.
Oh.
What do you think of as, Dragon Stripper Pimp? He's very difficult. He's a very difficult client for that, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right, Jump. I was wondering if it was going to be along that walkway, but it isn't. I want to do the near raids, actually, at some point with you guys. I feel like you'll appreciate them.
Damn
It's,
straight.
and
Well, I
also
will.
kind of want to do the Eden raids. Shadowbringers has a lot of things that are like, well, the near raids you could miss in theory, but the Eden raids are kind of relevant to the story.
Loz, have you played Nier Automata?
Once.
You did?
Yeah, I was stupid about it. I played it on a hard difficulty to start with,
Oh, you're an
and then you don't. Yeah.
You don't have access to anything.
Yep, and you don't get a save point until freaking forever later. I don't think I've made it far. I made it past the first boss, and it's just like, freaking, I died so many times on the freaking starting bit.
The bullet hell part is
Yeah.
infuriating. Sorry, the people of the city have spirit. I'll give them that. They're not okay.
I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky, knowing what it means to everyone, and that you're responsible.
The scenery is worse. I'd rather people know. I still can't believe it's coming from me. It's all such a mess. It's all such a mess.
Aye. An all too familiar one. Here you stand alone, expecting no one else to bear the burden for you. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet. I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive.
Nod.
Well, come on then. As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie. Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours. My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away in the castle. It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them. What? Don't give me that look! Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? Oh, my dear beloved sapling. You are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment. At this time, in this place.
Nod.
Nod.
Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue.
I'm like, but I already have the eye patch on. How much more of a Chinibio do I need to be?
You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
Double eye patch.
Yeah, I will need to get the other one that does the left eye, so you have 2 eye patches on.
Brilliant.
You know what? I'm gonna do it.
No, it's gonna look insane.
I know.
No.
Do you have that, or?
Yeah.
I think he does. Yeah.
I don't really. Okay, let's have a look.
Oh no. Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that done it?
No. I am for this stream only. For this stream only, I am doing this.
No, because we might get to the end.
That's just the blind leading the
That's
blind.
so funny. I just imagine you have this really in-depth conversation with Sphereall, and you just move the iPhone over and start walking and immediately fall down the stairs.
Combined with your stupid chin
You're like-
strap, that's so
like-
stupid.
See yourself as he saw you, and you're like, well, he had his hood on, so he couldn't see. So maybe I'll just try that.
Oh my god! Okay. Okay.
Or if like
do
was
I
sadly killed by falling downstairs.
do I do I keep it this way, Lars, or do I put it back?
I mean, when we get towards the end, you can do it on the fly, right? So it's not really the end.
Yeah.
Of the world, so.
I'm curious, can you just inspect me?
What?
Examine top.
Examine. Right, okay. Yeah.
Can you right click my mask
Yeah.
and try on? And then zoom in.
Well,
Oh,
the
no,
eye
but
patch-
it's-
the eye
will it
patch
show
is
the
one
rest?
of the helmet. Yeah.
There's
oh, is it? Oh.
Display gear.
You do display gear, yeah. Unfortunately,
it's
yeah.
the
Ah,
helmet.
so it's one of the helmets. I was like, we can just occlude your whole bloody face.
Like, kind of cool.
so it's a chin strap and an eye patch.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
yeah.
that's
So
so stupid.
my left eye is part of the chin strap, and yeah. Because I
Right
was,
eye is-
it was. I think it was like last stream. I was just like, wait a second. I don't remember the eye patch looking like that at all.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
We just didn't notice because when you put it on, obviously
Yeah.
it just layered the eye patches.
oh, it's fucking brilliant. I love it. I love it so
Oh
much.
god. Okay.
Sorry, what's that?
Um,
Don't fall off. Whoa!
Right in the knees.
That's so stupid.
By the way, Zeno, did you get this? Because I didn't have it. This crystal over here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got that one. I'll double check.
Blinded by light.
No, you're right. I didn't have it.
Doot, 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 doot.
Oh, you're still missing something?
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Because it should say, yeah, blah, 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 blah. You now have the full blah, blah, blah. Oh.
We've got progress to make, boys. Let's go.
No, it says you have attuned yourself to all the aetheryte shards in the crystal.
Oh, okay, there you go. You must. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't see it.
Mm.
Oh,
I think it's me.
We've seen this guy before. I don't remember who it was though.
shoot, that's not a name.
Oh.
Gem.
Find all? It's not working. Why is that not working? Find Sem. Gruff-tacular? Drew? Oh, there
Right.
you go.
While you're doing
Drew's-
it, I'm
yeah.
going to the toilet real quick. BRB.
Oh, oh, I did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of an Amaro. How can you see me?
Sorry, hold on.
What do I know of the Crystal Exarch? I am happy to share, but I fear there will be no surprising revelations. As any of in this city could tell you, he is a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Castarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. But he was imposed.
God.
He has imposed no restrictions upon us, but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons past, a commander of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day the Crystal Tower may vanish as sudden as it arrived.
We are informed.
Hello.
Hello.
I had myself an iced cream.
Oh, the icy. Feel like I need an ice cream after that.
Oh.
What?
I suppose I got pills now. I haven't had ice cream in years.
Oh no, we're talking to Full Man.
Probably.
Oh, no, joy. Oh, fractious state. Oh, was there something else you needed? If you've come for the results of my research into this persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell as of yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch. Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of his history, if that is what interests you. Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the flood, when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had lost their home, or the brutes fleeing their ruined kingdom. And together did they found a city which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name. But the summoner did not deem himself worthy of a royal address. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin so alike to the tower he had summoned, and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, 'twould seem that is a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Oh, thank God.
Oh, my face.
Because you have to tighten it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I wrote down that I remember when I first did it for my notes. I had to do it for my lower chest, the bowels, the voice, but I just can't today. It just hurts too much.
Who was Cassard?
Oh, find. I can't seem to find anything. Cassard. I don't see it under Zale. I don't see it at all.
Oh,
We can just. Doesn't matter.
who wants it?
I'll do it. I've done it for a while.
Cool.
Well, Joanna, it's good to see you awake and alert, my friend. What are you laughing at my voice? What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, considering we avoid asking too many questions. Unspoken rule and all that.
We just asked you 2 questions as part of that, so it's kind of bullshit.
If anyone has fresh insights to say, then it'd be Captain Lena, I'd say. She lost her parents to an eater attack not long after she was born. The Exarch saw to her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of this predicament has her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let it show, so if we decide to talk to Lena, she'll be at her usual post at the Ascensor Gate. Toodaloo. So anyway, yes, I was saying.
There it is, sorry.
If we have somebody for Lena.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think, wasn't it you? You were doing the cipher from Castlevania? Yeah. It was like half I can do it, no? Wasn't it?
No.
Am I thinking
I've got
of the
Lena
wrong
written down. I think
Yeah,
so.
I don't think it was me anyway.
We're talking about the bunny girl, yeah?
Yeah. I thought. Oh, maybe I did.
It's written down here as me doing Minfilia's mum.
Belina? No.
Yeah, we just said that she sounds like Cypher, I think.
No, it's
Oh
down
no,
here,
you're right.
me.
You did cipher for a different bunny girl. That was
The
it.
bunny, yeah, the bunny's
Yeah.
in the thingy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the bunny's in the
In Dahi.
Nahi.
Oh, I want to go back then.
Yeah. At first you're like, what the hell is this? Then you miss it. You
You
just
do
miss it.
miss it.
Lahi.
Nazza, do me a favor, time out Thalian.
Whee!
Lorena, I was told you had awoken. A welcome surprise! Now, if only the Exarch was returned to us! He was taken by this rival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned they had an idea of where to find him. I was very sad he was gone. And so, I whistled when they asked for patience. I did not understand their hesitation until I saw that you had fallen. Only then did I realise that I had no business rushing ahead. I said rush behind.
No, I was just like, wait. What was that last word?
The delay has been no less agonising. Look at my hand. In the moments before he left to join you in Calusia, the Exarch entrusted me with a key in the shape of a hand. It opens the door in the ocular. That's what hands do. To a chamber known as the Umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower, into which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter, despite the fact he gave me his hand. I think his hand can go in there, but not me. Oh, you've got so much job.
No. It's like Top Gun. You like Tom Cruise.
He bid me allow none into the tower once he had departed. Only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was I to access the Umbilicus, this time for some reason not done with little quote things, and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions. But the battle with Alfred loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. It's then, however, that moment is all that occupies my little mind. Like, should I use it or not? When I recall the look upon his face, you know what? I know he had a hood on, but you know what I mean? He like the look upon his hood. That makes sense, yeah. He knew he did, that some terrible fate awaited him. But he didn't do anything about it, which is strange. And tell me, Joanna, I need to know what he feared. What battle you and your companions are truly fighting. Freaking blind woman.
Like, what? Who's talking?
Forgive me. I can see that the loss of the Exarch has blinded you with sadness. I trust in the Exarch, and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally.
What, like, it's actually you're sleepwalking and people have been talking to you like you're up and about, but it's just you put on the sleep mask when you went to bed in the Independence and just been wandering the city.
But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? I see I am not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Maybe about how to see again.
Nod.
A blind nod.
Yeah, the chin strap is actually a retainer.
I think you said we had 11 quests left, and that's 2 down so far.
Yeah, we're getting there. Things are about to start going.
Come, meet me in the ocular, and I will unlock the door within, using my hand key.
Yeah, can't we just like take all this light back to power up Hydelin's? Because Hydelin's light, isn't it? Isn't it? Can't we just go back through and be like, put it in like a battery?
Is.
Well, we know she's a
Primal.
primal. Yeah.
More to it than that.
Sadly, Drew can't go see
Super
Hydelin
primal.
anymore.
But I can hear.
What's that little-
I can still
what is
hear.
that? See what I say?
Why I didn't take the Aethernet, I don't know.
Oh, it's a little. Look at that! It's a little X-Death. Or is it a Goldbed? Sorry. No, it's X-Death, yeah. It's a little X-Death. Oh, look
Yeah, I
at
think
that!
the next death is one of the bosses in. Not
That's
Eden.
cool.
the other one?
I don't get that.
Omega is the
It's-
one with all the classic bosses.
Final Fantasy V's main protagonist, main villain.
Right.
Yeah.
Mistress Joanna, the captain said to expect you!
You're welcome.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Ah, his man cave. It's almost as messy as Drew's room.
Oh.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee.
Or stream split.
Oh.
Thy true name is Grahatia, then? By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes. And thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope, we are finished. Mankind is finished."
We can find it's people kind.
Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. we will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th umbral calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only woman who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was her. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, she would rise above. Where others would break and run, she would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were her deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light herself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. She was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to her. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again, and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether.
Oh, is the screen gone weird again?
Then I will die.
Has it?
Oh, Carbon was saying screen tearing. Maybe not.
Can I see it? Very
Never mind
minor?
then. Don't know what it was then.
No, I think I see it. It's, yeah, it's... Yeah, it was really minor.
Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity and make of it a portent, a prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the Rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
Oh, what's that? Urianji's a stinking liar again.
Yep, such a
Well,
poser.
you knew he kind of had the
As I knew it would.
the
And I will
secrets
suffer
the whole
no
time.
other to
He
rescue
always
the
has secrets.
champion whose
He's Urianger.
star has charted my course.
Like, for the rest of the time, I'd be like, what do your prophecies tell you about this, Ariane? Got any good prophecies for us today?
I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Oh, do you know who loved your prophecies, Oriane? Minfilia. She loved those.
Yeah,
Yeah, look how she turned out.
yeah.
Yeah. Got any good prophecies for us?
She turned into the sun.
That's great.
Careful now. If you lose
Best part
control
about that was
again,
you
the
gripping
light
your
could
fist
claim
in
you for
anger
good.
with the beard in short.
Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case.
What happened to him outside being like, I'm there to support you and we can make like fist bumping or something? And he's like, oh, you're going to, doesn't matter. You're just going to matter of time. What happened?
He was there watching. He realised that Urianji is a dirty backstabber dirty.
That's it. Took all his confidence out.
Yeah. Backstab Urianji. I mean, to hunt down Emmett Sark, the rescue the Exarch. I mean to have a few words with both Emmett Sark and the Exarch. I mean to rescue the Exarch.
Sorry, every fucking time. I forgot about it until you turned around because it kept like
That's the thing,
avoiding
yeah.
your head in shot.
That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Going for sheer, guys.
Damn straight. Right, give me a second. I want to adjust my audio because, like, I'm struggling to hear it. A, over the music, and B, with the fan in the background. I ain't turning off the fucking fan. Dang it. Does it not let me choose what audio device?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't like it, does it?
Let me
Big
choose
sound,
it.
surely.
Give me 2 seconds. Setting. System. Sound. Manage. Oh, no, this is. Advanced sound option. FF14. Headphones? Headphones? There we go. Now coming through my headphones. So you guys are gonna have to compete with it, but at least I can hear the game.
Did you find the answers you sought? If there's nothing more you need, I will go and lock the door using my hand key.
Hand key. I need some directions. I have questions about the times. Need some directions.
You wish to know the way to the Tempest? You mean the sea itself, and not the island of Calusia? If you make your request to the Tamers, they will provide you with an ammo, but...
Fist
or
bump.
fist bump. Oh, well, you are blind, so I suppose that should be okay. Do you mean to leave right this moment, alone and blinded? Well, I'm not sure that'd be a good... Okay, nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessings of the shadow, which clearly you're currently experiencing, and I shall await your safe return. Bloody blind idiots. What are they going to do next? I bet he didn't tidy up in there either.
Oh wait, again, that's the wrong thing. So... Loz is like, I remember this is over here. Who wants this one?
You require an ammo? Just a moment, I shall shadow our swiftest beast to fly you to the island. Over water? To the depths of the Tempest? Oh, Amaro can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor, you're having a laugh, aren't you?
But I need to go down there!
In your submarine. You alright, love? Look awful peaky.
Ah, we have found thee.
Shit, who's talking?
Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste.
I'm not the warrior of light you're seeking. She's over that way. Run off.
By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Yeah, you dirty liar! Again! God.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
Carbon heat
I
all.
offer no excuses.
Yeah, you do, you liar.
When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not? If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
No more lies! Stare deep into your soul.
Pray believe me when I say that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee. Indeed, I curse the circumstances which compelled me to do so. But no further secrets lie between us, I swear it.
That sounds like something someone lying would say.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here, at least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Alize, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know! I know only too well! But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in her way now. Not after failing her in her hour of need. No, the least we can do is...
We will go with you as well. There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
You told them?
No. Well, not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
Fair.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive, and I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went out to meet you, 'twas clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
Me too! That's right!
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O warrior of darkness?
Everyone must wear blindfolds.
Please, someone tell me where I am. I can't quite see.
Defend the Crystarium until we return. Leave it to us. We'll see the Exarch home as soon. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Defend the Crystarium till we return. Right, now I'm swapping the eye patch, because though it is brilliant, there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. There we go.
Thou didst plan to commandeer an arrow for thy journey to the open sea. I fear the following dive down onto Emmett Silk's underwater abode would drain even thy legendary stamina. Thus, during thy convalescence, we considered the most efficacious method for reaching the depths of the Tempest. And I believe we have arrived at an elegant solution. Yet ere we discuss this step, I suggest thou dost conclude such pressing business as remains to thee in the Crystarium. Once the sea closeth above our heads, we are unlikely to surface again until our grand deed is done.
It's funny how often they just let him go on.
Yeah, I know. I really drag it out, but at the same time, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, I just imagine everybody gets their phones out and they're just checking emails and stuff while Uriel rattles on for a bit.
Well, Thancred sharpens his blade, Alphina flips through his book.
Thine affairs are in order. Then I shall unfold to thee. Unfold to thee? Then I shall unfold to thee my proposal.
Like a transformer.
In disguise. Our destination is the ocean floor. Yet our goal is not simply to arrive there. Nay, we must needs have the means to breathe and fight freely. Thus, would I petition the aid of one of the Fae, a being with whom I have yet to meet, face to face. Rather than waste words on an explanation,
Jesus Christ,
I bid thee follow me unto the hamlet of Sullen, which lieth to the south and west. All will become abundantly clear, I promise thee.
Basically, yeah. So if you wanted to, you could go on for it.
Oh, what was that, Zell?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. I was going to say, where you are, you might as well just walk out of the city. It's done now. Get in car and drive down southwest. Go down to coast. It'll be lovely. Down to Dorset. Nice day out at beach.
Go to the Tempest, they said. See the storms, they said. Why?
Who's that Pokemon?
Back in my day, Tempest was proper Tempest it was.
Acid King's having fun with the
Yep.
commands. I've never used your commands.
It's
I've got loads of points. That's fine, don't worry. Just watching you puzzle them out in the chat. Yeah, we are getting there. It's a weird downtimey bit, this bit. They kind of like shove in another zone at the end, but you very quickly go through it. There's four quests in the final zone. Like total. One of them is the dungeon / raid trial. Yeah, it's a lot of cutscenes, to be fair. A little cross-country trip over here. Fuck it hell.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, boys.
Yep.
Oh, I know what I'm thinking.
What you thinking of?
I was for some reason I had in my head there was another dungeon at the end, but it's here. Later on.
Oh, later on, is it? Where are we? Are we in Ulmore?
No. This is
Why is there like a bajillion quests here?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like all hubbed.
Fishing.
No, it's just people don't do side quests now.
No, I meant, but just is this a town? It's like I don't want to come in here.
You never have. It's the first time.
But I have it on my map.
You might have
That's
come
probably
close to
because
it.
we've just.
You basically start down here, like.
Do you?
Yeah, when you first wake up, you're not far from this place.
No, that's more over here.
Yeah, maybe. I thought it was down to the south. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Well, you took the road, so you probably. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Let's just get on with it. Get on with it.
There, to the west, canst thou discern the hump of an isle rising above the water? That foliage-covered mass hideth the key to our safe descent. Swim close and plunge thee beneath the surf. Thou shalt soon divine the reason for mine insistence. Though it be much to my shame, I can but flail and flounder where thou mayst glide as a fish. I shall broad a boat to the island and spare one and all the spectacle of mine inept strokes. You can't swim, can you? You just said that.
Thing over there. What could it be? Boss beat you here. Amazing.
Yeah. How the fuck did he beat me here?
Sprint. He went. Well, sprint, and he also went as the crow flies. You, for some reason, went round.
I thought it went faster. I was wrong.
I think it would have been faster if I didn't sprint.
The audio for the JoJo meme is low because I have the game audio going through my headset phones right now. Carbon, so the game audio is louder than usual.
You gotta go underwater.
Yeah, it's Alphanet.
Quick, help him underwater.
It's an Alphanet. Ah, there you are. Oh, I can't do your French-German.
There you are.
Once you've completed your underwater investigations,
once you have completed
here
your
leads to the top of the
underwater
island.
investigations, something the rest of your sentence.
Road leads to the top of the island.
The road leads to the top of the island. What road?
I was going to say, yeah, I thought you didn't want to deprive us of an opportunity to help.
An opportunity, yes, that's the word I would use.
It appears slow enough. The rock yields slightly under your touch. Was the surface...
It's a giant turtle.
Not quite.
Ah, a giant platypus, of course.
Yeah, that's you got it.
There's some sort of like sea dragon or something then, is it? Oh wait, it's got a shape on the map.
It's a cod.
Where?
Somewhat familiar.
Is it a narwhal?
A little bit low.
Narwhal. Wait, is this Bismarck?
Something like this. The first version of Big Smart.
Big Smart.
Am I being dumb?
Oh, no.
I mean, constantly, but anything in specific.
I was trying to fucking find my way up here. And the foliage kept on fucking clipping my camera.
Yeah.
Well, what hast thou discerned?
It's just like the big one, yes.
It's probably a reference to something. That sounds like kobolds talking.
Or wait, or is it the... No, yeah, it does.
Like, or the Moogles, or the Vanu, or something.
Yeah, Vanu. I was thinking Vanu.
Vanu.
Most perceptive. According to the law of the pixies, we are, even now, perched upon the back of an ancient fey entity. Its name is Bismarck. Aye, the selfsame title by which we know the great feathered whale, revered by the Vanu Vanu of the Source. I would enlist its aid to bear us unto the deep, and thence banish the water with an airy sphere, alike in form to the domes which do shelter the hamlets neath the ruby sea. Within its compass, we may move unencumbered and defend ourselves when the hour of battle cometh, as it most surely shall. Now, I must needs ask for a silence, whilst I make my supplication.
Wir Sach, Bilan Bismail.
Falen si lor wislan. Ada si alinal.
Van urs atslir. Olfod thim. Iri guath thi.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
Feoul? Who was Feoul?
The fairy.
Fairy.
Oh.
Oh, my snake yak! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can. Gers Bismail win picked. Van dromi drom jakom. Van red rithje.
Ahai una. Sahawin whisk. Isnerim. Sur vierlo.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. It's only good manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
Lo fallo ruis. Vanin nar sitar. Dir sitagnai.
That's how Jarena became the Avatar. Go.
Ah! So it's Bismarck with paywall skin. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
With a bloody Irish whale! Fucking hell.
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows?
Yes.
Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, but the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
What a... Do you see that?
Fucking hell.
What were we smoking?
Genuinely, I appreciate the fact that they actually had the water bulge.
Where did it even come from?
Up. Oh shit.
Whoa, yeah! It's not stopping.
Why would it?
You just tsunami'd Yulmore.
They're dead. 100%. They're dead.
Thus, all of the Uldorians were killed.
No, I think it's just those, because the rest of them are on cliff.
Not the bottom.
What's the bottom?
Bottom's got like the pots.
Pots? I don't remember.
Like the bit at the bottom where there's like the slums around the base of
God,
the...
yes!
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Yeah, that's not suspended.
It's fine. Nobody dies. It's fine.
Also, erosion is a thing. That whole, like, bloody castle was perched rather precariously anyway.
We are final zone.
Final zone?
Mm-hmm.
I've only got like 8 quests left, haven't we?
It's called Final Fantasy laws. There's going to be a final zone. Sorry.
Well, we just, we stole Vashia. Oh god, what was the one he called in boats? Oh god.
No one knows, no one cares.
Oh god.
Oh, Nashitoa.
Nashitoa.
It's kind of more like that because you don't swim. Yeah.
Such a high quality zone with such pathetic content.
Fucking boats.
Wow.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare.
Oh, thank you.
In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
How well do we know Shakespeare? I don't know, some.
God.
Was there enough?
I think that's you, mate.
Oh, sorry, I was looking up Shakespeare quotes. Full glad am I that Bismarck was true to his word. We are arrived in the Tempest. We are arrived in Vashia, safe and dry. 'Tis here that we shall find the lair of Emmett Selk, and I believe the imprisoned Exarch as well. For an Ascian alone, it is of course a trifling matter to flee unto the rift. Yet I suspect such travel is nigh impossible with a mortal in one's custody. Nay, he would not soon risk his prize when the Exarch's very body serveth as the key to the Crystal Tower and its power of temporal transportation. Thus, am I all but certain that this underwater realm harboureth our friend and enemy both. We have but to find them.
Here's a cookie.
Oysters.
Here's some oysters.
Here's some oysters. Enjoy!
Oh god, thank God.
I think I picked them up off the floor.
In the event you leave the area, speak
don't worry about
with
it.
blah 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 blah.
It shouldn't matter. It's just before you get the aetheryte.
Right. Any chance we could take a brief break? Because I'm actually really hungry.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Can you just do Thancred's talking then? It's only like a couple of lines.
Yeah.
Get out of the way. Now, as for where we should be looking, I can't get my mind in it.
Pretty good.
I rather doubt Emmett Selk could be sitting around out in the open. I propose we follow the slope towards the deeper trenches and keep an eye out for rock formations large enough to house a stronghold. Nod. Let's be off then, but watch your footing. The ground is still wet and like to be slippery. How many quests we got left? We're on Waiting in the Depths.
We have, I believe this one
What is this on?
is the either 7th or 8th there. Got so my page decided to start loading really slowly. That was Waiting in the Depths. 7. This is yeah, 7.
Dubious if we're going to finish today then.
You want to drive, Buzz?
Oh sure, I'll drive.
I don't think we will because we're gonna hit the wall, but that's fine.
Oh, the wall is definitely before the end of this, is it?
Yeah. I know. I can see where it is right now. Basically, when we finish the level 78 to 79 quests, we kind of hit that point. You'll see. Don't worry.
How many quests is it to what in relation to where the wall is? How many quests after in the list?
4. So
4. Okay, so we've got
3,
4 more.
We got 3 and then 4, basically.
Okay,
but
so we've got to hit the
Zeno,
wall.
in theory, if it was just him, I think we could do it. But with you having more to do, I think we probably won't be able to. But that's fine. It's there's nothing.
No, it's fine because I can just
out.
I don't know if you're going to speak it, I can blitz through it. I'm pretty sure I can do twice the amount of content that you can do in the same time, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. Yes.
I mean, I am partway through. I just can't remember where I am.
Yeah, it's not too much, if I remember correctly.
Did you want your break, by the way?
What break? I guess I'll go pee.
Well, did you drive?
Yeah, dropped us off at the.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought Zeno was driving, and I was like, why is he picking me up the wrong way? Fair enough. That's chill. That's fine. No, we can chill for a bit. Yeah, make it a BRB. I will also BRB then.
Bye, chat. Right, I'm back. You know, I'm actually gonna get chat up. Or I be the only one here to talk to. Has someone return? Right, let's see what chat. I'll be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Oh, yeah. We'll be right back. Nice chat, lady. I never get why my chat takes forever to load. I'm like,
and I'm back.
There you're back. Yeah, that loads quicker. There we go. Would you like to see me stream Expedition? Yes. Alright. Did you ever do Escape Room?
Mm-mm. We can do it this week.
Nah. It was just a bit of a joke, because you were saying, the best Escape Room. So I was like, aha, I'll buy you this joke.
Although, to be fair...
No, so I had to go at them. The starting ones all easy.
Blueprints is driving me nuts.
Yeah, it was eating some food.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I noticed you haven't logged into Zenless in ages. I managed to get I forgot her name. Vampire lady.
Vivian?
That's the one. It was my guaranteed, so because I failed the last 50-50, so I was like, okay, there we go. Oh, and that means you didn't give Fall Guys a go, did you? Damn, I should have told you. They basically have Bang Boo Fall Guys that they put on occasionally. That was up. I think it's closed yesterday, or today even. It's good fun. Just, I'd rather... That's the thing with Fall Guys. It's like, if I was going to do a thing, I'd rather it be part of another game. It's a great idea, but in tribute to something else. Also, it's much better that unlike Fall Guys, where you do like a load of missions until one person is the victor, it's just one game at a time. Because I remember one thing I really hated about Fall Guys is if you're playing with friends and you get knocked out, well, your friends could still be continuing.
Yeah.
I was just freaking annoying. It's like, oh, I guess I'll just watch then.
Yeah.
And so there was no real... I don't know if maybe they've changed it, but I mean, that's what really annoyed me about it.
Right.
It's like, oh. I'm waiting for Zal to get back.
I mean, we can, yeah.
He was just wanting to rush on ahead.
No. So I've been working on the features for Tiamat that it automatically unlists the live stream once it's concluded and adds it to a playlist.
Yeah.
So it basically goes through all your playlists and sees which is like the best playlists that are applicable, and then adds it to that automatically. And I'm also making an option so that it will also create playlists if they can't find one that's suitable.
Oh, cool.
But right now, it's just
Is there a playlist? Is there a way to make them default? Because normally they default to newest first, and they go backwards chronologically. And I always hate that because I have to make my own bloody.
You can set it to be. I don't think you can change someone else's playlist.
Yeah.
But like mine's in chronological order, because that's the only direction that YouTube plays in. So it's like first in, first out sort of thing. So if you're starting from like the beginning, right? That's where you would want to start, not I don't want to start at the end and then start going backwards.
Yeah, I don't want to watch the newest thing and then have to go right back to the start and go back.
Well, the problem is that YouTube's player won't go that way, will it?
Yeah.
You know, so you'll play like the last video first, and then it will just stop because like you're at the end of the playlist.
No, I find a lot of channels have them in inverted. They're in inverted release order. So the newest is first, and it goes backwards. That's what I find.
No, but my point is,
God,
if you go to the end of the playlist for like the first time they were streaming, you watch that, right? Then it will stop streaming. It will stop playing because it's at the end of the playlist. Yeah? You with me?
No, I don't find that.
End of the playlist, not start of the playlist.
Okay, fine.
Yeah?
God, so I'm cleaning a mini that I bought from someone, metal one, from years ago, an old Tyrant Guard metal one. They've painted this, and they took none of the flash off of it. There's just fresh flash on this bloody thing all over the shop. Ridiculous. Who goes, oh yeah, I love these extra little bits just sticking on my mini.
We got Alizé as a card. Yeah, they were cards. Alphino, yeah.
Sales priorities.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I can give a fuck about what you lot are doing.
Yeah. Oh, so we could have just done it then, Lars. Jesus, Lars.
God.
No,
he was like, let's go.
I want to be a fish man. Let's be a fish man.
Go on.
Oh wow, that was it.
Wow, all that waiting.
Incredible.
And the Oscar goes too.
Thank you. Oh, they did it. Oh, that's cool. I love these cards. I can't talk about what you guys can have. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Unfortunately.
Should we not look at the cards?
I'm too
No,
stupid.
you can look at some of the cards if you want. It's just
No, I've got the, but the new one's gone up on that list. Is that the issue?
Well, I assume it's in the case of we're too
no,
stupid
not
to
on that
understand.
list, but they've released a bunch of.
Does this list randomise? I swear more on this list now. I didn't see this before.
Yeah, it changes. They've been updating because there's been stuff being revealed recently. They've just done the commander list. So, oh, Zach's in there for 1 mana. Wow. Oh, there's the white aura site. It's got Minfilia. I wonder if Minfilia's in here somewhere.
They have a moon breeder?
That's a good question.
Oh, they've got Horshafont's shield.
Oh.
Trying to look. Doing multitasking here.
Wow. What the fuck?
You can read. You don't listen.
Yeah, that's what I ended up having to do.
Oh, there's Yotsu.
You say Yotsu?
Yeah, she's not a.
Oh! So Alphino's dialogue came up as.
Sorry, I'm getting confused because I'm like flicking between watching your stream and then looking at cards.
So there is. This is where the Under make their the wonder the. Pray forgive us any inconvenience we have caused. We were not aware your people lived here in the Tempest. We need this great dome of air that we might conduct a most urgent search, Jesus Christ, and thus beg you and yours for understanding.
Just for a second, maybe don't look at too many of them, Laws, because I have seen a lot of spoilers in here.
Okay, well, I've just flipped it. I mean, they mean nothing to me. I see.
Yeah, I know, but there might be something you see you'd be like, oh, who's this? And then it's.
Don't worry.
I'm sure it won't be too bad, but I just don't want to ruin
it. You
want me to do all the fish? I'll do all the fish.
If you want to.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? They're all the same. We're fish racists.
Sure.
We are streaming the illuminated land, shining through the
How are you doing that?
I'm putting my finger out and I'm going up and down with my lips.
I was wondering if you were tugging on your throat at all, and I was like,
no, I'm not that good.
Well, no, because I think that's worse. That would hurt.
Do that. What? Oh.
Trying to say bid with doing that is impossible.
I am not sure I understand. Would you be willing to elaborate? It would seem not. I suggest we withdraw for a moment. I have not enough blue in our party for us to be that special. There was also a nod.
So, what's the plan? Given your condition, I'm reluctant to suggest lingering here. That said, our presently meandering search would proceed far more swiftly if we could call upon the Ondo's local knowledge.
Yes, I'd like to know more about this illuminated land the chieftain spoke of. Could it be Emmett Selk's stronghold, do you suppose? Perhaps he lit the lanterns upon his return.
Oh, they cannot dismiss the possibility, but if these Ondo refuse to speak for us... do you remember my first scheme for entering Ilmore? How I had planned to integrate myself by offering lucrative trading opportunities with the Ondo. The individual I dealt with was reluctant in manner and curious in custom, but we were able to reach an agreement nonetheless. I believe that with the right approach, we can build a similar relationship here. Cough, thank you, cough.
Sorry, I was distracted. Oh no, yes, I was distracted. What kind of approach did you have in mind? That chieftain fellow didn't leave us many options. If we are to tread the swiftest course, then we must needs locate its beginning. 'Tis plain. Our all too dramatic arrival have thrown this settlement into confusion. Were we to solve such problems as we have caused, and assure our hosts thereby that our purpose here is not inimical to them, they may yet prove amenable to reason. What does inimical mean? Inimical.
Does it say I suppose it's not too inimical. So, maybe it doesn't mean, it means like non-disruptive or something.
Tending to obstruct or harm, unfriendly, hostile, and inimical. Okay.
Use it in a
yeah, I've done this one. I know that he just. What was the other word he used? Skeen earlier, and I'm doing that one, but it's just like he just loves all these stupid words. I smell chores, but very well, if it can be done quickly.
What do you think? What do you think? I have nothing better to offer, but I do worry that if I do worry. Oh God, like it's happening to me as well.
See, it's the underwater.
It's the sea madness. I do worry what will happen if the Ondo's tales end up leading us to a dead end.
I missed the island. I cannot say for certain, but I sense this tribe deeper connection to the Ascian than first meets the eye. It warrants further investigation. Thus, I cast my vote in favor of aiding the settlement for the time being.
Yeah, we will make allies of the Ondo. That's a nod. When it is settled, you shall proceed with your investigations. The rest of us will see our fostering, see about fostering some goodwill. Well,
Yes, everyone.
There's
As a nod.
Yes, there are nods.
Did you look in the chat, guys?
No.
In the chat?
Oh,
Pap's got a card!
Yeah.
What's got what?
Pap's got a card.
Yeah.
Oh, Pap's got a card. Sweet.
Oh, our lovely 47-year-old. We love him. Best character. Bring him back. Yeah, Lee's got. There was loads. I'll send you the full list. But you can... We got shit to do in the meantime.
Yep. Is this the full list with spoilers in it?
Oh, true. Actually, yes. Good point. Maybe don't do that. Let's delete that message just so the temptation's not there.
Yep. Joanna, you won't believe who I just bumped into. Oh, this is Posh Ian, the very fellow I did business with prior to our ill-fated stay in Ilmar.
Still came, but his visits did not continue.
I'm truly sorry, Potions. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught we can do for you by way of an apology?
Perhaps, but we'll drive it. A cabin to the door, there is room to dry and crabs. We do not fear the crab. We are but now there is no water. We run and there is scuttle close behind. Steaming and snubbing with their claws. I'm enjoying this way too much.
I believe I can be of assistance. Wow. Trying to go do that job.
It's like doing vocal warm-ups.
And what of you, Joanna? If you have not found a task, you're most welcome to join me. Indeed, I should appreciate the company where the dryer turn. has a rather ominous ring to it. Boop. Oh, missed.
Yeah, the FF set looks fun, but again, I'm still sad it's going to be fucking impossible to get any of these fucking cards.
Well, not impossible.
But you know, it's either very expensive.
Oh no, yeah, right, yeah. You can't just you won't be able to just enjoy them and getting them like normal, like ages. Sorry.
Yeah. It's going to be scraping the barrel every time I talk now. It sounds weird that I'm not doing it with double.
Apologies.
It's really bizarre. Sorry,
hello, Autumn Zoo. Are you a bot? Or trying to sell your services?
If you're a bot, you have to tell us. It's like the police.
It's the law. You have to. You know.
A cop? If you're a cop, you have to tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason, I think the 14 precon deck is blue, white, black. So
what does precon mean?
Pre-constructed.
Oh, like you buy it off the shelf as a.
Yeah, you just get like loads of cards in the deck, and it's headed by a commander, and then they have like a secondary alt commander who fits the colors as well, so you can just like switch them between them if you want to. So the ones for the 14 one are Y'shtola is the primary one, and Grahar is the secondary one. Cloud and Tifa, Hera and Celeste, and then Tidus and Yuna, because there's only 4 of them.
Autumn Zoo, where do you think I'm from?
Why did you say that so passive-aggressively?
Because I know what's going to happen.
I'm not a bot.
Oh, I see.
Where do you think I am from? I bot, not bot.
These crabs are adorable.
Nah, they know now. We've already had that reveal.
Yeah. We also technically had it spoiled.
Yeah, they got it spoiled for them at the concert, didn't you?
Though I did guess.
Yeah, he did. To be fair, like ages ago when we were in Lakeland, and we were talking about it, and I was like trying to steer the conversation away from it. I was like, "Is it the cat boy from the Crystal Tower?" Like, yes, fine.
Wait. Oh,
yeah.
is it? Just...
No, Yeah, I think you did it.
No. It's just teleport.
No, Crystal X. Right, they didn't
do look! I do live in. Actually, I do line art and would love to draw.
Wait, is it not a bot?
And I'm not a boat. I'm glad you're not a boat.
Zeno, you cynical bastard! You've hurt this poor person's feelings. They just come in here to chill out, and you're just like, get on your bike, Jesus Christ! Get out of here!
Yes.
You wouldn't know he's doing this for fun, would you?
I am fine, thank you. No.
You apologise right now.
No.
You say sorry.
I can't.
I'm incapable.
Hold on, fuck, I'm pinned. God damn it. I'm trying to do this. Man.
You hurt this poor boat's feelings.
Oh yeah. Gone. I have fixed it.
What did you do? Did you ban the poor person?
Yes. Dude, you have no idea how much unsolicited adverts.
Is it begging for something?
Yeah, it's like, I'll do art for you. Wink, wink,
I see.
nudge, nudge.
Right.
It's fucking as bad as fucking gold beggars in World of Warcraft.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were feeling bad that this was a real person, but they were not a real person. Okay.
No, it's just
you could crack their shells. You must be stronger than you look.
I see you've reached your quota first again. I shall never be your equal in such tasks, or any tasks, but I will be your superior in blue boys. Still, I would say we have reduced the local crab population to far less than threatening numbers.
I thanks to both of you. You must have a reward.
Nay, Pochanton, this was to be a bit of an apology to you, remember? Besides which, the lack of water is our doing, for which we must also make amends. Might I convince you to tell us something about your village instead? I would very much like to learn more of you and your people.
Sorry. Very well. Before the flood came, it is that our ancestral home was found in the seas to the south. It was utterly destroyed by the waves. Only those who were out hunting survived. They swam, being lost until they spied buildings here on the ocean floor. Strange buildings they were, and long had they stood under the water. Yet somehow they had been spared the scars of time and current. These structures provided shelter for my people, protection from the tempests, turbulent waters, and the predators which hunted within them. Their very existence seemed a miracle. The first settlers pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built such wonders had guided their course, and from this did they discern the truth. The truth. That the ancients had chosen us to serve as caretakers of their eternal sanctuary, until such a time as they returned. Thus, it is judged that your coming and this great vanishing of water was by the ancients' design. You will find a warm welcome here. But they're kind of nightmarish, aren't they?
A truly astonishing history. Yet I cannot help but wonder how the significance or otherwise of our arrival be decided.
The ancients have blessed us with protection and prosperity. If your presence serves to bring us the same, we will be no doubt in the matter. There will be no doubt.
Oh, then it would seem our early decision was the correct one. Not? Not. Well, thank you for the lesson. And I will continue to do all we can to assist your people. Should you desire our help with any other trouble, pray do not hesitate to ask. I should return to the task at hand. Only do not try to overexert yourself, my friend. The risk far outweighs the gain. As he runs off and I just stand there, looking gormlessly at that wall.
Ah, Jirena, have you learned aught of note? Fascinating. And precisely the sort of information I was hoping to hear. In fact, if you have a moment, I'd like to borrow your eyes to confirm a theory I've been working on. Come.
Oh, that's cool. This isn't a spoiler. I'm going to put this in the chat. It's the dungeon. It's the first dungeon.
Yeah. As the hand enters, you may reveal a plant or something card from your hand. If you don't, this hand
Oh,
enters
yeah.
chat.
It's just a dual color lamp.
Crosshair and the guard is deployed. Forced answer homes. Yeah, but no, I like to see what they interpret that as.
Oh yeah. I mean, the lands are generally speaking going to be quite boring. I can give you.
No, it's still cool. I see what they did there. That first dungeon, I do feel. I mean, since you got this far, and there's only us as the Light Ward and things. I was thinking we'd get more the cocoons and things, and we really haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see them in the picture. The Light Ward cocoons. They're like the Sin Eater cocoons.
Oh yeah.
Like, I love the concept they had at the start. It's great, but I just feel they could have done so much more with it. We shall see.
Now, there are 2 tasks I would have you perform. The first requires you to inspect the buildings which surround the Ondo settlement and note their distinctive characteristics. For the second, I wish you to use this knife and do a crime. I mean, to take scrapings from one of the remnant walls. Pray be as thorough as you can. I shall be waiting here for the results of your investigations. Doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, it's one. They like this one now.
Inspect the creatures. This feels weird.
The tall, slender towers feature many elaborate windows, the likes of which you have seen nowhere else.
Oh, there's Orion too. You're looking at cards.
You are really hooked on the.
I love Magic, and I also love Final Fantasy, and I love. I think if there's one thing I will say about the fact that the Universes Beyond stuff is so common, they do a really good job of capturing the thematics of the card, of like the characters in the cards.
You set the point.
You set the point of the knife against a wall. Even after applying considerable pressure, you cannot remove so much as a flake of stone. What, with a mithril knife? My word.
Made of magic. It's all special and fancy.
There we go. Made of unobtainium, it is.
Well, not unobtainium.
Yep, the very same.
And what have you discovered? Yes, I would agree that the windows are most distinctive. It would seem the structure appear the same to both your side and mine.
Yeah, we came out here to go, do those windows look like weird to you? Yeah, they do seem weird. Great.
No, but remember that Yoshola has weird eyes.
Oh, that's true.
She's
like you.
weird eyes. What do you mean she's like... No, she can still see things. I can't. Because I cover my eyes.
What are you wearing 2 eye patches for? I'm doing it in solidarity with Yoshola.
And you say you could not so much as scratch the wall, even with all your might behind the blade.
Yeah, I tried punching it too.
Jurena, everywhere I turn in place, my gaze is drawn by peculiar materials for which I do not have a name. The buildings I had you investigate are prime examples. They may appear to be constructed of ordinary stone, but I assure you, it's nothing of the sort. If pressed, I would describe the substance as a composite of several mineral properties blended to create a material of unparalleled Durability. The water is getting to me.
Parallelogram? What?
Parallelogram durabilities.
Sea madness.
Even the Ronkan Empire, once the greatest in Norvat, produced nothing which compares to this level of perfection. But if not the Ronkans, then who? Who were these ancients the Ondo claimed as the architects of their sanctuary? I suspect our answer lies within the reason Emmet Selk withdrew here to the Tempest.
Seriously, I would have loved that shot if you were wearing your play eye patch.
He may simply have wished to retreat somewhere where mere mortals would struggle to reach. But there are many such remote locations. Why here? Specific? Emmet Selk is devoted to his role, and thus we might assume his choice of stronghold somehow serves the Asian agenda. Or mayhap 'tis a place more dear to him than any other.
Are you saying that this was built by ancient Asians? Could this place provide power to Emmet Selk? I can see either way. I'm gonna say the first one.
That is my theory, that these structures are remnants of a time before history, of a star that was yet whole and unbroken. Such traces in the source would have been obliterated by the succession of umbral calamities, but here in the first, they might have remained untouched for millennia. Here, take this fanfiction I've wrote about it. A copy of the mural from Quitana Ravel. Almid presented it to me during my visit to the Fanau after our victory in Kalusia. Here's the thing to remind you in case you forgot. Here, in this scene, by Emmet Selk's own words, it depicts a city of eons past, and the disaster which befell it. The design is much simplified, of course, but do you see the similarities between its towers and those you have just inspected?
We're on the clock here, and you're looking at real estate. What are we doing?
It has four bedrooms. You don't
house.
see that very often.
And an ensuite.
4 bed, 2 bath.
A breakfast nook.
There's a home office outside.
We are closer to the truth, I feel. Let us search the surroundings for another tower, one which matches the picture near enough to remove all doubt. From what I have seen, naught more than sand, and more sand lies to the east. And the south held no such structures. I suggest we try our luck further to the northwest.
God.
You may view the Quitana Ravel mural at any time during this quest by using the relevant items in the Key Items menu. The quest destination will not be displayed on the map. You must search for a structure which resembles the buildings in the mural, then inspect it from the survey point. The survey point will be found nearby, in a location which allows a full view of the structure. So go to the survey point, click on things. Good job,
Yeah,
Kev.
well, I don't know if it's going to tell us where the survey point is.
Ah, fiends.
It said northwest, didn't it?
Ah, and we can't even look at the thing while we're in the car.
Oh my god, it's Tataru. Get it away.
Yeah, I saw the tower.
trying to find you a moon breeder, but I don't think we have one yet. It's possible that there is more cards to come. I just want 3 cards to make my hopefully last 3 commander decks. What are they?
She did say northwest, yeah?
Not important enough for one. Yeah, I guess.
Chat, I'll just check it. Yeah, northwest.
Okay. Right, yeah, I can't fucking see shit.
I don't know, I'm not sure.
There's a buildingy thing.
There's your A for current.
That's a survey point.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, but the 8th current was.
8th current.
Jason, you take that back.
If Pap's got one, he's been gone for ages.
I don't know if this is it. Oops,
School Lightning and Una. The Army of One Lightning is crazy. I'm really hoping to do a Savior one that's 3 color though.
Just get it in 1.
You may have.
We're not going to take just what? It's just like head northwest. What's the point? Just give us a bloody location to go to.
Aye, this is the mural writ large.
If you say so, Shalom.
Though I cannot guess at its purpose, it must have been an imposing sight. How much of the tower's height lies hidden beneath the ground, I wonder. Centuries of our history have settled upon such ruins, countless layers of dust and sediment. An entire civilization, its existence forgotten by all except a handful of Asians. And yet it did exist. They lived here, in this city. But let us focus on what we've learned thus far. The Ondo chieftain spoke of mysterious stirring, of a land illuminated. Judging by his word, he believes this phenomenon related to the Ancients' return. Thus can we surmise that what the Ondo saw shining in the abyss was, in all likelihood, yet another remnant of this age-old civilization. And who else would light the lanterns, as Ryan put it, than Emmet Selk himself? 'Tis almost certain he is there. But if we are to find this stronghold in a timely manner, it seems gaining the Ondo's trust remains our swiftest path forward. I only hope our deeds are enough to win them over. Thank you for assisting me with my investigations. I shall seek out our companions and share what we have learned. Much as I would like to tell you to sit down and leave the rest to us, your condition demands that we make all reasonable haste. If you are not too weary, it may be useful to speak with Powers Owen again, and ask if there is aught else he is willing to divulge.
Don't make me do it, you stole it, please.
Oh, I didn't offer to teleport me. Weird.
Because I held on to your last option to teleport for ages, so that's your previous one. Next, there's another one. Thank you.
Thanks,
I'll put that
one
away.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
I'm no friend. You and your companions have done much to repair the damage caused from the water started. Anything else you can do? No, not to the end of the expansion, but they'll hit the wall. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
Are they the ruins to the northwest?
Yes, that is the secret site of which I speak. Could it be that your footsteps are guided there by the ancients? I believe it may be so. Listen then, and I will tell you about our plans to bring light to the walls, that we might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested a endless craftsman to shape us a sacred lamp. He is also our land dweller, choosing as he does to live in the ocean, but his skill is beyond question. It is concerning, however, that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you were to visit his observation and return with our long-awaited light, then any doubt as to your purpose would be laid to rest. His name is Grendold Callback. You will find his workshop in a metal structure to the south. My lips hurt. Actually, no. It's to be honest, it's my arm. It's like I have to keep switching it on.
Right.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I doubt we'll get to the. We'll get to the wall. We'll be fine on that. It's just a case of like I might take the opportunity now to have Zeno finish the stuff he has to do for this bit, this next bit rather.
Well, let's hit the wall first.
Yeah. That's what I'm suggesting. Is we get to there and then we can have like an easy finish, because I don't think it'll take you very long to get through the quest. It's not you'll blitz through them, Loz, and Zeno only has like 2 left, I think, and because we did most of it last time.
But I also wouldn't want to push on at this point, because I imagine there is movie scene, cutscene credits, after
absolutely,
credits.
yeah. I think starting healthily, even if we start really early, or if we finish early in the stream, it's not like we can't just do a little bit more or whatever.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, it's fine if we were getting close to it at this point, like we were 1 or 2 quests away. But I never want to like when it's 11 and we're like, right, we're about to start the end quest. Like, no. It's about an hour and a half to the freaking finish this point. Grindelwald.
Somebody else can have this one.
Do you?
Oh. Nah. No.
Come on.
Trying to think.
I'll take it if you don't.
I can't think of what to...
Oh, that's just great, that is. Me mind's playing tricks on me now. Look, Grilt, someone's come to visit ye at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Or might as be as... Or might be as ye're a ghost, eh? Go on, foul shade, feast yourself on me rotten soul. You. I've got no use for it. A craftsman's want. A craftsman's what can't craft is more pointless than a sea slug with a doming hammer. And that's an insult to bloody slee slugs.
Slee slugs.
Grindelwald appears to be suffering from a crushing bout of self-doubt. Maybe you can help psych him up.
It's actually the bends. The massive pressure differential that happened when we sucked all the air out. Like,
I cannot type to save my life.
You just hit the button.
Yeah, that'd be clever. Well done. Well done, that would have been good. That would have been good. Yeah, I normally pick that up first. Alright.
Eh? Ye wouldn't be trying to raise me spirits now, would ye, spirit? Now, what do you expect from a servant of the netherworld?
At least hand me those spirits. It's Angry Urianger.
Angry Anjay.
Angry Sid.
Very anger. It's supposed to be a version of Geralt who does all the relic weapons.
Oh, hang on.
You will have.
Wait. No, I got to stop. Don't go any further. I've got different options to Drew.
Maybe because you haven't done the quest. He has, because he's had that sitting there for ages. That the start of that quest where he has met Geralt. So.
Oh, he has met. Okay.
I suspect that you've not done it where Xeno did.
Ah, so it's part of that quest, is it?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are we talking about?
Don't worry about it. It's the guy who does the relic weapons really early on in like ARR stuff.
Okay.
Like, you have had it sitting on your bar forever.
Oh yeah, I did start with the relic weapon stuff.
I don't know. Maybe he's done more stuff.
I've got my first, I did the first, got most of the first one and the Heavensward one. Okay,
although I wonder how ye bloody well found me. This is meant to be an underwater sanctuary, a place where I can give myself over to me work, far from the distractions of the outside world. And yet, here you stand. Now, what's so damned important that you dive all the way down to the bottom of the bleeding Tempest to bother me? Ah, the Ondor's lamp. God's curse me empty head! I've not so much as made a start! I'm worth less than a sea slug. Nay, the slime left by a sea slug. He's been eating sea slugs, hasn't he? Me delivering dates worse longs past, me workbench is untouched. And I call myself a bleeding artisan. You've heard their beliefs, have ye? Bringing light to them ruins will be an act of deep religious and cultural significance. And it was my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with a bloody ritual instrument worthy of the occasion. But I just can't bloody well. Me mind's a bleeding blank. It's like I've pissed my last drop of inspiration. Tell me you've got somewhat to show me, somewhat has given me a muse, a right good kick up the arse. The Ondors want to honour the common of these ancients, so their answering light's got to blaze with the right kind of brightness. Like, I don't know, like the spark of life caught in a crystal. But just being sparkly is not enough. It's got to dance with joy and sorrow and a sense of hardship endured. You know what I mean? Grendel seeks a particular kind of inspiration, the kind that crystallizes only at the culmination of a long and tragic tale. Complete any of the role quest lines available at the Wandering Stairs in the Crystarium, then return to Grindelwald at once. No, once more. Go do these quests now.
I have a solution. Let's just take a lamp off the wall and then, use that.
So, yeah, that's the wall.
Yeah.
So now you have to go do the quests, which you could probably bash out in half an hour.
Well, I'm off.
You go do Freedom from Privilege.
Oh, you're only one ahead of me.
Are they all the same?
No, you're on the 74, I'm on the 72.
I thought he was fair.
Am I?
Yeah, it says in the top left.
What?
Load the quest up you want.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. Yeah,
look at the top left.
Cool, yeah, I think we almost finished it, but then you came back. That's
yeah,
what
I came back and
yeah.
did the voice,
So we basically finished that quest, and there's 6, 8, 18.
We say that there's like I don't know, quite a few to do still, surely.
It's fine.
No, we're
6, 8,
just about to hand in the 74.
Yeah, we've just finished 74, so it's 6, 8. Just
Because remember, I accidentally went to do it in normal.
Oh, you did. You were like, oh, that's why you don't do anything. Yeah, I remember.
I think Lurik was you.
Was he?
Yeah.
Forgive me, Joanna, but I would forego the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in a rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I am a free citizen of Ilmore, owing to my parents' considerable wealth. I have enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I am no fool, though. I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though, and so I thought it best to bring you into my confidence. I pray you refrain from telling others. Now then, since Lanbrid has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him and slay Andrea, before he does. This calls for variable army of hired hands.
You got screen tearing a little bit. Not tearing, but the thing has happened. Not very much, but a little tiny.
Alright. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refused Father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct the search by ourselves. Moreover, I'm rather embarrassed to admit that I can pay you only a token sum at this time, but I trust that you will that will not deter you from joining me anon. I was never in this for the girl. I don't know, I'll have to think. No, I'm gonna go. I'm never in this for the girl. I can't remember what my attitude was before. Really? I mean, of course you weren't. Perish the thought, haha.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. There's 6 quests, so we're halfway through. You might not finish it tonight, but we'll get most of it done.
Joanna, my friend, thank the gods you are here. Ever since we parted ways, I've been exhausting myself, running all over the Crystarium, questioning anyone and everyone, hoping someone might have seen Andrea, but alas. Only the Crystarium? Only the Crystarium. Well, of course. Surely this is the limit to what a man with meager financial resources can accomplish. Or you know. But never mind all that, for it but recently dawned on me that the vision you beheld of Renderay's past could hold the clues for which we have been desperately searching. When you first described it to me, I felt as though I had heard it before, and I had. My wet nurse had told me the exact same story when I was still a boy. 'Twas a tale of a courageous hunter who, together with her comrades, embarked on a quest to slay the notorious Mask, a great horned beast. They came upon their quarry in a desert, and there attempted to lay it low. Alas, the beast had a similar strength, the hunter a fatal weakness, and so in the ensuing struggle her comrades were killed, leaving her, the sole survivor, to swear vengeance. Would you not agree that your vision is a perfect match for this tale? Then there can be no doubt Renderay is this celebrated hunter, the hero I so admired in my childhood. After the tragic day, the hunter resolved not to rely upon others and instead slew the beast by herself. She somehow found a way to compensate for her weakness. Anyway, my recollection of the tale is likely riddled with errors. We should ask Miss Olvara to recount it in full. She was a bounty hunter herself before she entered into our service, you know. Also, in light of all this, I should share with you an interesting theory concerning all the virtues I heard from a fellow hunter. Apparently, each appears to be driven by particular memories, moments that forever change each of these fallen heroes. Makes sense, doesn't it? Renda Ray being a hunter of notorious marks in life and in death. I don't know why it never occurred to me before. But if that is indeed the reason for why she behaves as she does, then then the more we learn about Renda Ray's adventures, the better our chances of predicting where she'll turn up. All the more reason to go see my former wet nurse. Miss Olvara lives in Gate Town on Carusia. Let us be off then. I think that was a nod.
Off you go. Yeah, I get why they do this, but it's kind of a pain in the arse, you know, to like have this be prerequisite and then like do it in a way that it's, you know, if they had like constantly got like, oh, go do this quest before you do the next zone or whatever, that'd be fine. But the fact that they're like, if you haven't been doing it and you don't realize, you suddenly get to the end and you're like, oh shit.
Well, we had that with
we hit the wall.
The Crystarium.
Crystarium?
Yeah,
yeah,
so...
it's mandatory now before you can get out of Vulnerable.
Crystal Tower.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, it is the Crystarium, isn't it? I know they call it. So,
Crystal Tower is. I understand why it's necessary as well, because it should. You should. I feel like it should push you to do the other content, like doing alliance raids and stuff. Because they're not. You don't need to. I think it's important to try it. You know.
No. You have to. Like you can't go to.
No, I'm aware, but it's also fucking easy as shit. It's very easy. There's very little mechanical sense needed.
What do you mean in coils or what?
No, not coils. You don't have to do coils. I'm talking about the Crystal Tower.
Oh yeah, it's just more quests. It's nothing hard. It's not. Well, they weren't.
The alliance raids. They're
alliance. Oh, that's what they are.
Which is it's basically LFR. It's mostly brainless. There's a couple of bits in that maybe, but it's also like brute forceable, so like you don't even need to really play it. You can go down and it won't really affect the thing.
I think we wiped on one boss. I think.
Was it either the dog on the second one or the or it might be the third one? It's like the World of Darkness bit, like the last one.
Could be.
I can't remember.
But yeah, there's a reason why, because it has to set up Graha and also something else.
Drana, this is Miss Olvara, the wet nurse who raised me for...
Alright, I got it.
For practically the entirety of my childhood. She was bonded to my family and lived with us in the city at the time. But when I came of age, she was forced to leave.
Man, you've grown into such a strapping young man. But I can't imagine you come to Gate Town just to pay me a visit, my little reek.
Not in front of her, if you please. But to answer your question, we did in fact come to see you. There were stories you told me as a child of a courageous hunter. Was that hunter perchance the warrior of light, Renda Ray?
For all the reasons you could have. Aye, those stories were of Renda Ray, the greatest bounty hunter of her day, the legend so many aspired to become. Less so after the flood. It was still fresh in everyone's minds when I were younger. And for all the good they'd done in life, none could deny the chaos they sowed in death as sin eaters. But despite all that, me and my mates still looked up to her. We knew all her feats and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might inspire future generations as she had ours. So years and years later, when you wanted to hear the tales of adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my heart. I only wish I hadn't had to change all the names.
Then it's true. The hero who I looked up to as a child, whose tales of daring do drove me to take up the bow, as you had, to pester you for training that I might become a bounty hunter. It was her. Miss Olvarara, Drenna and I are hunting Andrea, and we believe that one of the stories you shared with me may help guide our search, namely the one about the great horned beast that killed her friends. Will you not tell it to me again?
Okay, I'm gonna do a different voice because I've just realised how much she has to say. So.
Sure.
Alright. Wicked White, is that? Oh, my little Reek, very well. Even as a young hunter, Renda Ray's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track her quarry through a forest by almost minute sounds of their passing, from miles away even by some accounts. Even the most subtle and stealthy beasts never eluded her for long. A misplaced foot, a snapped branch, eventually Renda Ray would know, and her aim was always good and true. As she grew older and honed her skills further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She became a hunter of notorious marks, and together with her comrades earned fame and fortune. As their reputation swelled, so too did their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice, and so they resolved to hunt the Scourge of Norvrant, the Devourer of Souls, Balam Quits. But what Renda Ray did not realise was that her greatest strength would be proved to be her undoing. For when she faced Balam Quits, the beast roared with such force that it brought her to her knees. Helpless, she could only watch as it claimed the lives of her beloved comrades and fled. After burying the hunters and vowing that she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. She met Ardbert and his fellow warriors alike, and for the time, she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventures. To them, she was a breath of fresh air, a vibrant young woman who savoured every moment and found joy in the simple pleasures. They knew naught of her fallen friends or how their deaths weighed heavy upon her still. The party wandered the realm, performing many great deeds and growing even stronger, as did Renda Ray. While in Calusia, she even devised a means to defend against the powerful roar that had been her downfall that fateful day. And then, while engaged in an adventure in Raktika, a rumour reached Renda Ray's ears. Balam Quits, Scourge of Norvrant, Devourer of Souls, had been spotted wandering the Citier swamps. It was a golden opportunity, but to seize it would be to face the beast alone. She could not wait for Ardbert and the others, nor could she ask that they forsake their sworn duty. But perhaps it was just as well, for the memory of her defeat still haunted her. The courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart, fear of losing her new companions as she had her old. So it was that Renda Ray ventured forth in secret, resolved to slay her hated foe Balam Quits alone. And with all her strength and guile, the legendary hunter did just that. vengeance claimed, she rejoined Ardbert and the others. Never spoke of the terrible battle twixt her and the dread beast. From that day forward, she was Renda Ray, the warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her comrades would be celebrated forevermore until it weren't when they all got us all fucked over.
It's strange to think that the woman I admired when I was young would become the Sin Eater I swore to slay.
What she became doesn't change who she was. Even if her tales were a little embellished over the years, they were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me. And to you, I hope.
Thank you, Miss Olvara, for everything. I promise I will visit you again soon. So, Drenna, remember that theory I told you about with the virtues being driven by powerful memories? If Andrea is reenacting the journey leading up to her confrontation with Balam Quits, the one that took her from the lemon meringue to Policia, then her... What?
Cola bottle.
Cola bottle. Then her next destination must be... Dun dun dun...
Lahi.
Were you not paying attention? Right, that was where she laid low the beast at last. In the Citia swamps, to be precise. And so that is where we shall go. Let us away. Nod.
Now listen, Reek. There's an awful lot of people who don't know about Renda Ray, or the world for that matter. So wherever you go and whatever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Don't just accept what others tell you as good and true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself. And be safe. Maybe give me some money, because I live in this fucking shack. Can you fucking believe that, kid? Jesus Christ!
Alright, well, I'm between paychecks right now.
Wasn't she his wet nurse?
Yeah.
And this walks off. Okay.
Doretta, was it? Such a pleasure to meet a polite friend of Reek's who stays around and doesn't just walk away from me like a bitch. His parents never hesitated to provide for him with all the wealth and opportunities they could. But when it came to love and support, well, all I can say is it's a miracle that a boy turned out as well as he did. One can never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I should think.
Nod?
Ta-da!
No, I'm just gonna stay
my
here.
tea's boiling over.
Just gonna stand. Wait, hold
Just
on.
living in a shack. Don't mind me. I haven't actually got. I'm missing a wall. There's only a curtain there. You don't think you can spare a bit of gil for me? No. Oh, all right. Okay. Don't trouble an old lady. See you next.
Yeah, Jack. In all seriousness, yeah, it's pretty much in all systems that X manufacturer can remote brick the device. Xbox has had it for I think the last 2 generations. I'm pretty sure PlayStation have it for the 4 and 5. I wouldn't be surprised if like earlier Nintendo consoles. Lahi.
Me too. I told you to get it back.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if earlier Nintendo, like fucking Apple, right? Apple are so heavily anti-repair to the point that if you open up oh god, was it? I think it's like a MacBook or something. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Or is it an iPhone? If you open it up, there's a chip in there that if it comes in contact with air, will just instantly kill the device. And it's just like, why? They do.
When I was little, Miss Olvara seemed to seemed so much
You might
bigger.
want to leave the party.
Bigger and stronger than me.
He's gonna have to drop me. I'm mid cutscene, I'm afraid.
Though, to be honest, the way she carries herself, even now, bespeaks a confidence I cannot help envy. But never mind that. We have a virtue to hunt. Let us commence our search at once, and keep your weapons at the ready, my friend. Okay, so let's... leave party, yep. Blah, 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 yep. I mean, it's just fear-mongering. It's just like, you know, people think that, oh my god, this is new shit, and they just push as hard as they can to fearmonger. Huh. About time our luck took a turn for the better. There she is. Nod. Oh, my brain! What? Now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Haven't you render Ray? I feel like I did. I don't remember what the voice was though.
Lars.
Whatever. I can do it.
No, I've never met Render Ray, so I have no idea.
this was in the off time. This is when he wasn't here.
Okay.
I can do it. It's fine.
Go for it.
I wish you were all here with me. I know it's better you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard. This time, I'm ready for your tricks.
I have earplugs. That's a big bloody bastard. Oh wait, am I playing as her? Oh my god, I am! Wait, what?
Ability. Usually the ones where it gives you something to have played before. Anyway, and heal.
Wait, I need to use arrows? What?
But I don't know what it's telling you to do, mate.
I have no idea.
Dulling arrow. Look, dulling arrow.
Huh?
It said use dulling arrow. I don't know which one that is, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see.
I'm not sure what it is. We're fucking up here.
Yeah, no, I got it.
When it's starting to roar, yeah, you interrupt.
Oh fuck! I pressed the wrong button again.
There you go. Yeah, oh dear. They rescued you, that's nice.
Yeah.
Teaching you how to play the game.
Oh, that was the wrong. Oh well.
You could get up again.
I nearly fucked that up.
You did it though. You survived. Pretty good point to grab.
Do we have an odd bird? Tough old bugger. Everyone all right?
Odd bird. I don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry for trying to go it alone. Fuck it. And why, pray tell, did you even try to do something so foolish? If we'd been here from the first, it wouldn't have been anything even approaching a challenge. Back in the day, I was a bounty hunter. I've told you that much. But I haven't told you about my old partners.
Oh my god, are we gonna have a fucking flashback and a flashback?
A flashback to the flashback, yeah.
Oh my god.
Together, we tracked the claimed countless notorious marks throughout Northrend. We were the best in the business. Everyone knew our names and our reputation. They called us legends, and somewhere along the line, we started to believe it too. Then we set our sights on Balam Quits. I survived, they didn't. I swore vengeance, but I had no idea how to go about pursuing it. I met you lot and thought that maybe with your help I might just have a fighting chance. So you see, I'd never intended to keep it all a secret. It's just you never asked. Since I'd rather not talk about it. Easy to live in the moment, you know? Next town, the next job. Weeks flew by, and after a time, I started having second thoughts. I'd lost those closest to me before. I didn't want to live through that again.
Are we, or are we not comrades? Through thick and thin. These bonds are of fellowship between... Jesus Christ. These bonds of fellowship between us must come before all else. Otherwise, they may as well not exist. You say the thought of losing us pained you. What of our feelings? What of our loss? What if we had not arrived when we did? You've saved our lives more times than I can count. How dare you refuse to let us do the same? You're out. You're fired. You're not part of this cool club anymore.
I'm out. Never meeting.
And without those keen ears of yours, I'll never know what bollocks Brandon and Nell Burt are whispering about behind my back. And ignorance is not bliss, let me tell you. Who the fuck is the... Okay.
You know who these people are?
No, the one that's not Arianje.
Well, Arianje wasn't in this party anyway. So. He just joined them while they were on the source.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know who the
I think he's the magic deep. Oh, I don't know.
Right. This one's worth a fortune, and fame besides. I'll wager we won't have to pay for our drinks when we get back to town. Oh God! Not another night to remember!
Don't you worry your pretty head over our fearless leader's questionable constitution. Take pride in the victory, and for the small folk will sleep easy once they hear of Balam Quits' demise. Till Albert's drunken snoring wakes them from their slumber.
And on that note, I think it's time we
Oh,
quit
he
this
could have
place.
said, we Balam quit this place.
Ah, yes. And on that note, I think it's time to Balam quit this place. And Render Ray, I trust that next time you decide to hunt deadly game, you'll do us the courtesy of extending us an invitation.
Here I thought I was doing you a favour by keeping you out of my personal affairs. Selfish as it was. Oh, fine. But if you go and die on me, I'll pay a necromancer to raise you from the dead so I can kill you out of spite. Synchronod.
Agreed. Now then, mind cutting off whatever it is that you need to take back as proof of the kill? I don't want to lose our reward on a technicality. Yep. take this entire head.
A crystal.
Such a fine crystal. Why not hold on to it as a memento of this occasion?
I can't even. I remember the big tanky guy. I remember.
Yeah, I don't think all of them. I don't think all. If I'm to be brutally honest with you, I raced through this. I didn't give a shit. I was too invested in the story by that point.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I don't want to do this garbage.
Wake up, damn you. Hello? What's wrong with you, huh? That's the second time your so-called gift has cost us the chance of slaying Andrea. You know what? I've had enough. Enough, I say. Yes, I don't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of hunting the Sin Eater on my own.
The first one. I love the laugh. The first one's so funny. He's the one being a dickhead, but I don't know. Up to you.
I'm gonna go with the good luck with that.
Upon our return to Gate Town, you'll be given your final payment, and we will be free to go our separate ways.
Oh, Lahi! Oh, feel it.
Go hand that in, and then.
Oh, where's Gate Town? Where do I gotta?
Lucia.
Oh man, but that means I have to leave Lahi.
Sorry, no Lahi.
Well,
How are you getting on, Luz?
I need Lahi.
I'm on my 76 now.
Just finishing.
Sorry, I just died to pop to the toilet for it.
That's fair.
That's his excuse.
Yeah, gotta do 2 more next time, and then it's.
Well, I want to ask chat, like, do people want to see the conclusion of this at the start of the next stream, or do you want us to finish it off stream, and so we can just get straight back to, we'll just pick up this random oil lantern over here. Also, feel free to weigh in on this as well, Zell.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't give a shit about it, and like Warriors of Darkness are interesting, but it's not sort of something that could have been done in a cutscene. You know, this is the point of all these role quests is to be like, oh, here's all of the Warriors of Darkness and their backstory.
I mean, to me, it's just like they are just stretching out this content.
Yeah, I did not like how they did this.
Honestly, I don't know why I ever placed my faith in you. You are such a disappointment.
Killed like 5 light ones.
Yeah.
Consider this your formal dissolution of our partnership. Let none ever again speak the name Riken Jarena in the same breath. Yes, never again. And with that, I bid you a good day.
When he was little, Reek's parents punished him for a time by withholding his allowance. Without money to lavish on his friends, he soon found out that many were only drawn to him by his wealth. I dare say he feared you would abandon him as they did and decided to push you away first. I'm not trying to make excuses for what he said. I only hope you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Take some time to think it over and then come and see me. Oh, and take this for your troubles.
Oh, I thought you were poor.
Oh no, I just like to live like this. It's all a ruse.
A ruse. Right,
I'm actually a mafioso.
Oh my god.
I run a crime ring out here.
A capo. Should we see what the...
I'm probably going to bail.
I'm looking now.
Yep.
If you're doing Leap of Faith, probably it.
It is.
Otherwise,
Slice is right.
Oh, fuck that noise.
Okay,
Right.
we'll wrap it.
Yep, that's it. As no one's outwardly said that they want to see the conclusion of this, I'll just do it off stream.
It's not super.
No, and it's very drawn out. Like, you know, we spent like the first 15 minutes of that quest just, you know, having the dialogue options, and then like 5 minutes actually doing any fighting. So, anyway, right, that's it for today's stream. I don't know if there is a stream tomorrow. There may be. Yeah, I don't know what there will be at least 2 more streams this week. I just haven't decided when and where. Right. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.